We are going to discuss now CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. With the help of CSS, we can apply styles to the HTML elements in the web page. With the help of HTML, we design very plain web pages. Plain web page in the sense it is not attractive and we cannot apply any styles to that elements, HTML elements. So all are similar way we can represent, right? So with the help of CSS, we can apply styles to each and every element. How we can describe? First of all, just you think about this is one classroom. In the classroom there are plenty of students are sitting, right? Each and every students are unique, right? All are having common properties, but they are representing their face, their body with a different styles, different cloths, right or not? And the same way we are exposing our HTML elements with a different styles and different colors and different background. In this way we can explore our web page. With the help of CSS, just we are representing our web page very stylishly. User can attract that web page. With the help of CSS, user may attract. And very simple, human having a skeleton, right? The human body, we applying some cloth, makeups, right or not? So and facial and hairstyle, these all are things are there now. The same way the web page is a plain text, that like a skeleton, human body. So we are applying some properties, styles to that web page, then it would be attractive. Effectively we can represent that web page. Why we required the CSS? Without CSS, a website would be plain text on website. So white background. Just observe, I want to explain one thing. So this is our web page. This is a very plain web page. I want to open here one paragraph and lorem. This is a random text. And we are going to go live. Right, this is one of the plain web page, very plain. So when I am opening when I am pasting this again and again, just observe, it is a paragraph. So 3 times I am representing this, 3 times, 3 web page. So here the plain text, there is no attractiveness, there is no background color, and there is no, so all are similar ones. So with the help of CSS, I can represent these 3 paragraphs with a different colors, right? Just observe here, there is a style. I am using one of the attribute, style attribute. So here color I am using red. Just you observe red. The content is completely different, right? So here I am using border dotted. Just observe border. So this way we can, so when we are observing these 2 other paragraphs that are different one, right? So we are with the help of CSS, it would be like a different look, right? Suppose there is a one more attribute I want to provide here, that is background color. Suppose background color green. So what happens? Background color green. So completely we are elevating our element. HTML elements are completely elevating. So default style would be gone, right? So that's why without CSS, websites would be plain text on the white web page. With the help of CSS, we can design our web page with a style way. Stylishly we can design. One more paragraph. Just observe here I am using color green. What happens? Color green property. So color green and background so just observe, so completely different. So here I am using white color, white text color is white. Just observe, so completely different, right? It is a combination one. Background color we are using linear gradient colors we are applying as a background. Three colors we are adding with a different way, right? So in this way we are representing our web page in a stylish format. So what it does, CSS makes the front end website attractive and it creates a great user experience. Yes, obviously without these properties it is not a very plain text. Then when we are applying some properties to this HTML text, then automatically it would be very stylish way, right? So without CSS, websites would be less pleasing to the eyes and likely much harder to navigate. So when we are having a plenty of links are there is no styles and that is not represented properly, then automatically it would be not convenient. It is not a flexible to user to navigate that web page. When we are applying styles like a navigation bar and background color and some links, special links, and we are dividing each and every paragraph, when we are applying a styles, it might be attract to the user, right? So in addition, we can provide to layout and format CSS in responsible for font color and font size and links color and format of the buttons and apply colors to the backgrounds and floating the elements to the specific position, and we can disable the particular element and we can hide the element. Not only that, we are providing some special width and height to the particular element, and we are changing the block level element into inline element to block level element. This can be done with the help of CSS. And you minded one thing, we are using CSS because HTML attributes are being deprecated. So HTML pages are compatible with the future browsers. Just observe, in HTML5, as per HTML5, some of the attributes are removed, deprecated, so that all features we are overcome with the help of CSS. So what is CSS? The CSS is used to apply styles to the HTML elements in the web page. Based on box model, CSS would be works. So in a future we learn that based on box model CSS would be work. CSS is nothing but cascading style sheet. So it is a styling language. CSS is a styling language. A CSS style can overlap other styles, so it is cascading style sheet. Why it is overlapping? So one style is overlap. Just observe here, this is a way we are applying some colors. Just I want to show some within the head. I am using style attribute, style tag. So these all properties I am using. So H1 color green. So we are applying some style for H1 tag for green. There is no H1 right now. I'm using H1 into, what happened? Some text is there, text again. So 3 HTML tags are different. Just observe here, I am applying one style directly. I have applied the style attribute. This is a particular line, style, color. So color. So here I am using red. So just observe, color I am using red. So automatically the color would be changed. So color is overlapped or not? So without this style attribute, we are placing here style inline level. So tag level we are applying, right? So in this time, in this situation, it would be affected, overlapped. This feature is applicable in CSS. So what? CSS is a cascading. There are plenty of benefits are there. With the help of CSS, we can save the time and provide more attributes to each and every element, and multiple devices compatible. This is one of the great advantage. We can avoid the duplication and we make maintenance easier, use same content with a different style for different purposes. Just observe, there are some different advantages are there, different advantages. So CSS is very consistent. Why? Because we can apply different styles to number of web pages. We can apply different style. When we are using like an external style sheet, you can design multiple styles you can place multiple styles in one particular file, and that particular file you can attach number of HTML files. Automatically it will be work. One change it would be affected. Just observe, I am changing here green to yellow. Automatically it will be, what happens? Automatically it affected where it applied, the style where the applied, automatically it affected. So just observe, and again I am applying here one style. So font size I am applying here, font size suppose 15 pixels. So what happened? So automatically it affected. Even the style is inline style, it only affected only color attribute, but remaining font size will be applicable. So what? It is a overlapped. So improved website speed, automatically it is improved website speed, and we are maintaining very easily. The CSS files we are maintaining very easily. Why? Because one important thing is there here, we never install any specific software for maintaining the CSS, and it is very time saving. Why? Because we are applying styles for properties and values to one area. Automatically it will be infected to all web page, entire web page it affects it, right? So it is better device compatible, means one web page is suitable for desktop and laptop and mobile. So different browsers it will be affected. One application is suitable for multiple device. So what it is the most important, and we with the help of this CSS we can design position, we can place the position to the particular element. That is also one of the great importance. Just observe here, this is one of the tag element style attribute. So here I am using visibility hide, I am using here hidden, right? So then automatically it will be gone, right? The content will be gone. This type of features also we are having, it is the most important, and CSS having many drawbacks at the same time. So when we are observing CSS1 and CSS2, CSS3, and very difficult to analyze which properties for CSS1 and which properties for CSS2, and there is one more is a problem is there, and these properties are the suitable for all browsers or specific browsers. There is a one problem is there, when the developing web developer he can check each and every element, and browser to browser the CSS features would be changed, the CSS functionality would be different, and definitely the CSS result we would like to work in a different browsers, and browser to browser result would be different. So developer have to test for compatibility. Drawback is there, and lack of security is there. CSS code, CSS does not have the built-in security to protect our overriding. So automatically it is overriding, there is no protecting, right? So that is the one problem. Already we are placing here h1 tag with some particular properties, and here we are placing one more property, inline property, but it will be chosen inline property high priority, right? So overriding issues also there. Anyone can read and write. So there is this is one of the major issue is there. Once we design the CSS code, everyone would be changed. Anyone can be read and modified our HTML elements. So these are the drawbacks. So just we are giving very sample introduction. With the help of CSS, we can apply styles to HTML elements. Without CSS, websites would be plain text on white background. You minded that. With CSS only, it would be affected. In this lecture, we are going to discuss CSS syntax. A CSS rule set contains a selector and a declaration block. Here this is nothing but a CSS syntax. We may place a number of selectors in a one area. So here what is selector? Selector is nothing but a tag name. So h1, paragraph, and like image. So what are the HTML tags are available, and we treated that all are as a selector. Not only that, there are plenty other selectors also available like ID, class, and universal and dot. The plenty selectors are available, and we discussed that all are in later. So this selector contain one block, and this block may contain set of rules, set of properties and values. So here just observe here, this is a property 1 and property 2, means we provide HTML. So before we focus on this property and value, as per HTML5, the maximum attributes are removed, deprecated from HTML5, and and there is one drawback is there, and some special tags. Suppose h1 tag supporting only in HTML, h1 tag supporting only specific attributes, specified attributes only it would be supported, right? But here this is a property is nothing but attribute of HTML. Property is nothing but attribute of HTML. We may provide multiple properties, multiple attribute values to HTML tag. With the help of selector, we provide multiple property values, multiple attribute values to provide particular element. Not only particular element, we can share these all properties to group of selectors. And one selector is allowing multiple property values. With the help of CSS, we achieve this. We get this feature. So here, this is a syntax, very sample syntax. We discuss these properties in another time. This color is nothing but a property name. This color is nothing but a property name, and green is a value. Green is a value and color is a property. And here each and every set is separated by semicolon, and color is one property, font family, text align, font size and font weight. These all are font properties, and each and every property having different values, not a single value. It's a contains different values. We focus on one by one in further classes. Right now we focus these only. So how many ways we can implement, like how many ways we can provide the selector name, like a one tag name, single tag name, and multiple tags with a common properties, and we can provide particular ID to the particular element, and we are providing multiple tags are having common class name and universal selector. So how we are implementing this basic selector, right? Basic properties. We are not focusing in depthly. Right now we focus how we place these selectors, how we place selector. That's enough, and we are focusing only couple of properties only. So open Visual Studio Code, and I was choosing one of the sample document. This is a sample document. Here I am taking, where is a live port, and go live. This is our document. Just you observe here, p tag. Just I am using here one p tag and a lorem. Lorem is nothing but sample code, sample text, rough text, and this is a paragraph. And I want to use the h1 tag, h1 fs with SRIKANTH, right? H1 tag, and I want to use one more tag, like another paragraph, right? Another paragraph, lorem. So we are taking two paragraph and one h1 tag. Just observe, I want to add some properties to this element. So how we place this properties and values, where we want to place. So in three ways we can provide, we are attaching these properties and values. Right now just how we are getting the result, that's only we focus, right? So with the help of style tag, we place all these elements. So what is a tag name? What is our syntax? Just observe. These are syntax, selector and properties and values. Just observe the first one, selector. What is the tag name? P tag. Just observe p tag, and this is our browser. P tag. I want to provide color. I want to place, right, brown color, right? What happens? Automatically it infected two tags very speedily, right? Then I want to write background color, so black, suppose this is a black color. So automatically it implemented. Then I am using one more selector, h1, and here I want to place directly background color, aqua. So just observe, this is aqua, and color. So this is my color, right? So what happens here? Just there is this body tag containing three tags, paragraph and h1 and p, right? Paragraph and two paragraph tags and one h1 tag. So with the help of paragraph selector, paragraph, this is nothing but tag name, and we are attaching two properties, color and background. Automatically it infected, right? These two paragraph and h1 tag. But here I want to add multiple paragraphs, what happens? Just observe here. I want to add one more paragraph. So welcome to CSS. What happens? Automatically the existing properties will be attached. This is one more benefit. Here, why should I want to place all are similar, right? Just observe, I am using color and background similar, right? Same properties but different values. But I want to place this all in one area. I don't want to use this all, right? Just observe, with the help of P1, P tag, and just you add H1. Then automatically all tags are invented, right? Suppose I want to place all elements, just observe star, nothing. Every tag is a universal. Every tag having this, every tag. Suppose inline, you can apply here style, background color, yellow. Then what happens? That is different. What happens? This body tag, where the body tag is there, that would be changed. But the elements are so this is universal. Automatically it infected. Suppose a P comma H1, this is a one way. Where is P tag? By the background black, right? This is RGB way. Automatically the color would be changed, right? So here, suppose I have I have 10 paragraphs, 5 paragraphs. Suppose I have 5 paragraphs. So here I want to write I am para 1. Para 2, para 3, para 4. Total how many paragraphs? We have 5 paragraphs. But I don't want to write this one. If in case when I am using this property, all paragraphs are affected. But my requirement, I want to add I want to add particular properties to particular paragraph. Paragraph to paragraph, I want to different, right? So here, paragraph to paragraph, I want to change. Paragraph to paragraph, I want to change the color. For that, I am using class attribute. Just observe class green, and this class green I want to add for 1 and 5. And the second class I am using blue. And third class yellow, and fourth class is also blue. So 2 green and 2 blue and 1 yellow, right? Here I am using class attribute here. Just observe, with the help of class name we add some properties to here. Just class name, with the help of dot we did that, and style tag contain, we provide different selectors, right? Dot, what is our class name? Green. Suppose when I am providing paragraph, so color, so here I am using one color. Automatically all are infected. But I want to change this dot class. So what is the class name? Green. Color green. then what happens? The color will be changed. One para and paragraph 1, paragraph 2 will be affected, and remaining will be aquaremania, right? So one more class is there, dot blue color, blue class. What happens here? I want to add color blue. So automatically 2 paragraphs will be affected, and one more paragraph is there, that is yellow. So yellow property, yellow class name, and here I am using color yellow. And don't confuse, the class name is only yellow. Here you want to add different color, right? Red also. So that is a class name. Yellow is a class name, right? So what we are using here? Yellow. So yellow green, right? These are one different color. So all are different. Yellow color. So it will be changed. So I want to add background, right? Background color, and just it would be affected. Again, here I want to add one more, this background color. So all paragraphs are infected, right? Not only this green and blue, it affected all, right? But I want to add this only for green class, then it would be changed. So with the help of class attribute, what happens? So we can differentiate. With the help of tag name, all are having similar properties. With the help of class, selective tags will be affected for selective properties and values. That is a class. But I want to add one unique one. In this, again, multi paragraphs are there. But in there, I want to add one ID. It is ID is a very unique one. ID is yellow. Just observe here the similar one, but hash. Automatically, IDs are called with the help of hash, and classes are dot. Class are called with a dot. Just you observe here, class, and when we compare with the class and IDs are unique and class are not unique. We are placing this class value, similar class green, for another paragraph, right? But ID is for unique one. We never place this ID yellow for any other element. Only one time you want to place here. Now in this lecture we are discussing very basic lectures, right? Very basic, how we are implementing these properties and values, and one thing, and just how we write these properties, right? And we are not in depthly we are not discussing, just syntax level only we are discussing. In this lecture we are going to discuss different type of style sheet. Totally we are having 3 style sheet. First one is inline style sheet. Inline style sheet means we place the styles with the help of style attribute. With the help of style attribute, we are attaching different properties and values to particular element. Suppose there is a paragraph is there, inline means we are placing particular properties and values within the inline element as a attribute properties. Just observe, style is a attribute, and we place different properties here, and each property is separated with a help of semicolon. Properties and values are separated by semicolon. And one more is internal style sheet. Internal in the sense, with the help of style tag. With the help of style tag, we can attach different type of properties and values to different elements, right? This inline element means only it is applicable for one element. But with the help of internal style sheet, we can provide group of properties and values to group of elements. That is possible, right? Inline element for one element, number of properties and values. But internal style sheet, we can attach a group of properties, not a single element, multiple properties and multiple values to multiple elements. So just observe, with the help of style tag we achieve this. and we place number of properties like a tag name we are using. Suppose when we are using tag name as a P, and how many paragraphs are available in that web page, that all paragraphs are infected with the help of these properties and values. Suppose there is h1, we are not placing one selector, we place multiple selectors, a group of selectors like a image tag and table tag, plenty ways we can write, and universal, class, id, many facilities are available in this internal style sheet. And third one is external style sheet. External style sheet in the sense, first we take one file and save the file with .css, and here you can place different type of selectors and properties and values, and this file may containing different type of selectors and properties and values, and this file you can link with particular HTML with the help of link tag. With the help of link tag you can place link tag having different attributes, that is a relation attribute, style sheet, and type, text, CSS, and href. Href in the sense, you place here address of .css file, like this file address you place here, right? So what is the benefit here? Just observe the inline element. There is a one drawback is there. What is the drawback? Group of properties and values for only single element. We cannot attach a multiple element, right? Single element. And with the help of this internal style sheet we overcome this problem. So internal style sheet, we place one selector is for multiple elements in that web page, multiple elements, right? There is no duplication, one properties and values for multiple elements, so duplication will be available. So when we are observing inline style sheet, suppose we are placing inline this style attribute for multiple paragraphs, you may write this style attribute for multiple times, means the duplication code will be occur here. But this internal, we are avoiding duplication. Once you place this P selector with the different properties and values, it will be infected with different paragraph elements. But here also there is a one drawback is there. This internal style sheet is for only one web page. Only one web page. Suppose you want to attach same properties for another web page, and you again place this, you can again write this entire styles. But external style sheet, what is happening in external style sheet? Once you design one group of styles in, once you place group of styles in one particular file.css file, and this file may be infected, attached with a number of web pages. Number of web pages will be affected, and there is a one drawback is there. What is the drawback? Suppose when we are updating this file.css, suppose this file.css is in fact attached with 10 web pages. What is the drawback here? Suppose unexpectedly we are updating this file.css, we are modifying, otherwise we are removing one particular selector, automatically this 10 pages will be infected. That is a drawback in this external style sheet. But in internal style sheet, what is happening? It is the same web page, so developer may never confuse. The web page will be having very clear one, right? That this type of mistakes never happens in this internal style sheet. And suppose we are adding one web page. Suppose we are adding one web page. This is a one web page, and we are attaching these three properties. We are adding link tag and style tag and style attribute. We are placing this all link and style tag and style attribute. Which one having high priority? There is a inline and internal and external. So you observe the inline is a high priority. Inline is a high priority. Suppose you are using color attribute green, and here same property you are providing green, blue here you are providing, and you are providing here color attribute is yellow. When you are attaching these three properties, these three style sheets to one web page, then the text color would be green only. The text color would be green. Why? Because this inline style sheets are having high priority. So we check this all these three types in real example. Right, just open Visual Studio Code. Where is our Visual Studio Code? These are sample. I want to take one sample code. Type.html. Just observe. This is a very simple web page. Very simple. We do right now, we don't want this meta tag. So meta tag is for browser SEO level, right? We provide our web page information. So here paragraph tag is, so we are going to live, same web page, live, same web page. We are using p tag paragraph. Welcome to FS with SRIKANTH. So these are normal paragraph. Just observe, this is a one more. I am copying this, and multiple paragraphs are there. So how we are applying? First, inline style sheets. We try to apply inline style sheet. Style attribute. Style attribute. Style. We may place any property. So here color. So here I want to place blue. What happens? Automatically it infected, right? Affected. Again one more style, that is green. Color yellow. So it is one color, right? And paragraph color style color pink. So in this way we apply styles. So these are nothing but style. With the help of style attribute, what we are placing, that is inline style. And I try to add these properties paragraph. So with the help of style tag may place within the head tag. Within the head tag we place style tag. So here I am using paragraph tag. This is a paragraph tag having background color. Background color I want to use here. This is a background color. Then automatically background color will be affected, right? Suppose body tag is having another background color. So this way we implemented, right? So this is a style tag. With the help of style tags we may write properties, and we may write here different one. Suppose here I am removing the second one, the text color I was removed here, text color, but within the paragraph I want to write the paragraph. Just observe color I want to write violet, right? Violet color I want to place here. Then what happens? Just observe, this is one different color, and these two paragraphs, 1 and 3 paragraphs, not affected. Why? Because high priority. Inline styles are having high priority. It never be override. Actually the internal styles are not powerful than inline, right? So right now I want to create one CSS, external CSS, right? So ext.css I am creating just very common CSS, right? So here I want to place a group of styles, right? Same paragraph tag, text align, so center, and font color, font size 26 pixels. So just observe these two properties I am placing here, two properties, and I want to add this ext.css file to this. Where is our type.html? I want to add this one here. So with the help of link tag it will be possible. Link tag, with the help of link tag, link, so rel href. What is href? Address of the web page. Here address, where is this ext.css? Just observe here. So automatically the font size, what is our this ext.text align is center. Just observe, not text align center. Here I am font style italic. Suppose I want to place italic, automatically affected, right? What is a high priority? Suppose I am using here color I want to use here white color. I want to place white color, not affected, right? So one tag never, all tags are having similar priority, right? So all are valid, right? Nothing, there is no. So suppose here I am using this. High priority is internal, inline, and second high priority is internal, and third priority is external. Just observe this external, this already ext.css file is attached with this p tag, right? Already this is a type.html file, and already we are having another web page here, another web page. So here, so already we have one web page, and here I want to add link style sheet dot ext.css. What happens, but I want to stop. Just observe, go live. So what is having this ext.c, what happens? Text paragraph tag having text align center. Where is the text.css? Type text slash css. Paragraph having font size 26 pixel at 120 pixel. I am using here 120 pixel. Then there is a size automatically affected, right? So 26 pixels and a background color. Just then you observe, right? Very clear. Background color pink. Background color. This paragraph tag is having background color pink. Where is the text.html? This is a paragraph, and IM is also one paragraph, and two paragraphs are there, right? So in this way it will be affected. Totally how many we are having, how many ways we can implement inline style sheet and internal style sheet and external style sheet. What is a high priority? Inline style sheet is a high priority. In this lecture we are going to discuss font style. With the help of font style we can change the default browser font and browser font size. Here with the help of these all properties we can design our own font in our, we are representing our web page with our own font. There are plenty of properties and values are available in CSS. With the help of the CSS properties we can present our text our own way. We don't want to follow our default font styles. If in case when we are giving our own fonts to our web page, if in case that browser is not supporting our own font styles, then automatically it will be considered default font, right? So first one is a font family. What is a font family? With the help of this font family we can apply font of the text in the web page. Like everyone knows, we Times New Roman and Bookman Old Style and Verdun, and the plenty of font styles are available, font faces are available. With the help of the font name we can represent. So if in case SRIKANTH, suppose you are giving one font name, suppose the font family name is nothing but Times New Roman. The Times New, suppose the font name, just you observe font family, this is a property. If in case you are giving Times New Roman, you are giving, right? So if in case the Times New Roman is not supporting your browser, then what it happens? Just simple, the browser is ignored this font face, then automatically it is consider default font. There is any chance is there? Suppose we don't know. Generally the end user may use different browsers. That's the reason in a real time we are using more than one font name. Like we are in real time we are using different different one, like a different font names we are using. Suppose the first font and second font and third font. Suppose if in case browser is checks the browser compatible is this first one. If in case it is not suitable for browser, then it jumps to second one. If in case this is also not suitable, and it will be jumps to third one. If in case the three font faces are not allowed that browser, then automatically it will be going with the default one. So my question, Srikanth, if in case we are not giving any font face name, then what it happens? Obviously it will be choose the default font, right? Next one is font style. With the help of this font style property, we can give our font in italic format. Generally the font is normal face, but when you want to represent your font is in italic mode, then you can use italic. If in case you are using oblique, it is a similar to italic only. Some browsers are not recognized, some browsers are not allowing this italic style. That situation we are using oblique. Next one is font weight. In HTML, generally in HTML we are giving font sizes in only the pixel format, otherwise in a percentage format only we can give. But in this CSS there are plenty of options are available, like a normal, bold, lighter, thin, thick, length, border, and 100 to 900 is there. It is a very smaller size font and is a bigger size in font. In this way we can represent our font. Suppose you want to represent your font, entire text is in small caps, small capital letter, then you can use a font variant. Font variant is there. With the help of this font variant property, we can represent our text in small caps. Otherwise the normal is a default font style. And font size. With the help of this font size, we can set our font in font size. There is a default size is pixels, 16 pixel default size is there. Not only pixels, the browser is allowing different type of units, like a px pixels, em, current font size is em 116 pixel equal 1 em, and we are using VW, like a viewport width. We are using viewport width. In a real time we are using only viewport. Why we are using viewport? Generally the end user may use what device we don't know. Maybe he is using desktop, maybe he is using like a tab and mobile, and we don't know that device resolution how much, right? That situation VM is nothing but viewport width. VM is nothing but viewport width. Automatically it will be adjusted based on device, it will be works. In a real time maximum people are using VM only. These are most important one. Some situation we are using percentage also, and otherwise you can use the default text, the smaller and smaller, smaller, medium, larger. In this way also we can represent size. Srikanth, there is a light, thin is there now. This is a relevant to the font weight is relevant to bold face. In a bold face there are different styles. This is a font size. It is a bigger and smaller. This is a bold relevant, and the font size is inches, number of size. It's a bigger or smaller. It is a thicker one. That is you observe. With the help of color property, we can set our color, font color, like a green, blue, whatever it may be. With the help of RGB colors, we are using like other hexadecimal, either hue colors, and different ways we can represent, right? And the last one is a letter spacing. What is a letter spacing? With the help of this letter spacing, we can give particular space, one letter to another letter we can give. Suppose we are giving letter spacing, just observe, suppose I am giving 19, it will be consider 19, some space it provides, positive numbers. So when we are giving a positive number, it gives a positive space. If in case I am giving a negative number, what happens? It will be override. Just observe, suppose I am giving 2 is my space. That situation A, B, C. This way it will be represent. Suppose I am giving -10, then automatically A, B, C override. So we can check these all properties and values with the help of example program. And these all font properties and values are most useful in real time. Definitely we use these all properties, right? Just I want to take one program, like so right now I want to take new file. So here I am taking this one is font.html. Just observe, I am using here shift 1. Automatically when shift 1 enter, it will be gives the default structure. This is a default structure. Just to observe, I'm going with a go live, so it will be available. Just you observe within the body, hey Srikanth. Just observe the font is available here, right? Yes. Just observe here, I don't want to use this any meta tags, and now here I am using style tag with the help of style tag. This we are using, we are working like an internal style sheet. Just observe, this is FS style tag. Just this is a style tag, and I am using one paragraph. This is a paragraph, and lorem. Lorem is the random text. There's nothing, it doesn't having any meaning, right? Just observe here, I'm using our font. Just you observe, right, our selector name is selector, p tag is our selector name, right? So now we are focusing only font. First property is our first property, font family and font style. Just you observe that only, font family. Just observe here, font family. There are Courier New is a default. This is a Courier New and Courier, these all are default font, right? So here I want to use like a Times New Roman and Times Serif, right? This is a font style. Then just there is our browser, this is our browser, this is a font style. Just observe here, and again I want to change this S relevant, right? And Gilson, I don't know. Then automatically the font will be changed. Yes or no? The font will be changed. Suppose I want to use different one, SRI, right? Vardhan and Gil Cambir, right? This is one different font. The based on the font name, automatically it will be considered, right? So just I want to change with Bookman or Bookman old, right? I don't know, this is a different styles, right? Bookman system UID, this is a. So with the help of this font family, we can change the font face. Suppose when we are not using this one, just observe, this is a default font, this is a default font. When we are using font family, the font face would be different, right or not? This font face completely different, right? Next one, font style. We are using font style. Just observe font style. What are the values are there, right? Italic. Generally the normal default value is normal. Now we are using italics. Then that is italics. And when we are changing to italic to oblique, right? Oblique, nothing. It is a similar. Just you observe, I am using one more paragraph here, not one more paragraph. I am using here like H6 tag. Then observe lorem, just H6. This is H6, and now I am using H6 font style, and I am using oblique is there, italic I am using. Then the font style is different. Both are similar maximum, right? And I am using, next one is a font weight. Just observe, next one is font weight, right? Font weight. So here the size is 100 to 100, like a bold means it will be going to bold face. Actually this one is bolder, right? The same one, I will change this default. H6 already heading tags are bold face, but I want to change that size, default one, right? Font weight. So I want to use here thin. Suppose I want to use like 100. Very nice. This is a completely different, right? Actually default it having bold face, but when we are using 100, the size will be different, right? 500, it is a bold face. Just observe 500, and otherwise somewhat different, right? And so with the help of font weight, we can change the default font style, right? Font weight, like it is a bold or italic or whatever it may be, we would like to change the default one, right? With the help of this font style. The next one, what is the next one? Font variant. We can change to small caps. Just observe, actually this is everything is in mixed case, right? When I am using font variant, font variant. This is a font variant. Just observe font variant, small caps. Then you observe completely case would be changed. Like it is a capital letters but small caps. The size would be different, right? The next one, font size. Font size. Just observe. Font size. The larger, then what happens? It is a very size, right? Larger, right? Either suppose I am giving 30 pixels, then the font size would be different. Either we need to use we are giving a units with help of viewport width. This is one of the important one in real time. The MNCs companies, they are using viewport width only. Why? Because based on device, end user may use different type of devices, different type of browsers, and he may scroll, and that situation the viewport width is most important. Based on the device, the font size will be automatically adjust. Suppose when we are using like a pixels and this type of units, they are fixed size. When the user is changing the device, even also the content is in same size. But when we are using this viewport width, automatically the content would be fixed size. Based on width and height, content will be adjusted. Just to observe, I am changing the viewport width is 5. Viewport width is 5. So just this is a size, and when I am changing to this inspect, the content is changed, right? Just observe, I am changing pixels, and whatever it may be, when we are changing to width, automatically the size would be adjusted. The tremendous changes will be applicable, right? Based on the width and height, the content appearance is different. But H1 is doesn't change. You observe, H1 is doesn't change. Always it is a default size, right? When we are using different one, when we are using suppose 12 Pro, we are using the size, the change, right or not? And any device you are using, right? So you observe, right? Max. So automatically viewport width may adjust the font size based on width and height. In the real time, they are using this one only. In a real time, obviously they would be use this viewport width only. They would be use. Number of ways we can represent our font size in number of ways, like a pixels and EM. So suppose 2.5 EM. Just you observe 2.5 EM. Then the size is 2.5 EM in the sense 1 EM equal 1 M equal, not we are pronouncing M only, right? 1 M equals 16 pixels, right? 40 pixel size, and this much is both are equal. 40 pixel, just observe, both are equal, similar. And suppose we are using 10 EM, very big. 10 EM, very big size. 10 EM. The same situation, 10 EM equal 160 pixels. Both are equal. Nothing. It doesn't change any value, right? Suppose you change 120. 120, right? 120 size. These are different. So with the help of font, we can represent, and generally the font default browser size is 16 pixels. Default browser size is 16 pixels, right? This is font, and here I want to use a font size. Font size, I am using here medium. Then this is a medium size, the font medium size. In the text format only we can use. The next one, with the help of color property, we can change color of the text. Defaultly this is a color, and suppose I want to use the font color would be different. Here I want to use same font color, and here I want to use like blue. Color would be changed. With the help of these font properties, we can change the default browser font face, size, color, style, and representing our font, our own font, right? Suppose here we are placing number of font names, right? But based on the browser, it would be represent. Suppose which one first, it consider first one, it is valid, it is available or not. If in case it is available, it choose this one. If in case not available, then it will be going to Apple system, then it will be going to this one. The based on device, the based on browser, the font face would be different, right? The next one, so Srikanth, my question, if I want to place a font in a single line, is possible, like a single line, I don't want to mention these all properties names every name, it is a possible. With the one property we can use all these names, right? Yes, it is a possible. With the help of font property, font only, we can choose our own way, right? In this lecture, we are going to discuss colors in HTML. How many ways we can represent a color with the help of CSS. The first one, suppose let's you observe we are using color property, color, like a color name, like a pink, automatically the color is text color will be represented in pink color. Suppose in a place of pink we are writing a green, automatically the content will be represented in green color, right? So in this way, with the help of color name, we can represent color, text color. But how many colors we can write the name, like in a shades, in one yellow is there, number of shades are available, and there are combination of colors will become like a lemon yellow and green, light green, dark green, plenty of colors is there. How can be the sea color is there, water color, and plenty types of colors are available, but how we can write? So it is a very difficult to recognize and difficult to write. So that there is a one more alternative is there. The first one, we can represent color in color name. With the help of name, we can represent. And the second one is hexadecimal format. What is a hexadecimal? With the help of this hexadecimal, we can represent our color in alphabets and numerical format. Like totally, the hexadecimal is start with hash with a 6-digit combination, combo of 6 digit, like a A to F alphabets and 0 to 9 numbers. It is a combination of A to F and 0 to 9. Like just to observe the hash 00FF and 00. It is a one color. And hash FF00FF. It is also one color. Hash ABC123. It is also one color. With the help of this combination A to F hash A to F and 0 to 9. With the help of this combination, with the help of this letter combination, we will be get one unique color. And the next one is RGB. RGB is a one of the method. RGB, red, green, blue combination. Totally it having 3 values. The first value is red relevant, second value is green, and third value is blue. The red value is 0 to 255 and as well as green and blue having 0 to 255 colors. Based on this value 120, suppose this is a 120 and 120 0. It is a combination of red and green. We will be get one color. The totally this RGB format we will be get 16 million colors. 16 million colors we will be get with the help of RGB. There is RGB A is there. There is nothing but alpha. A is nothing but alpha. So we can, with the help of this alpha, we can get the transparency of the color, like a 0 to 1, in the sense 0.1 to 1.0. It is a very light, thinner. It is a complete color, original color. It is a very light color, transparent color, right? With the help of this RGB, we will be get one new color, 16 million color. It is a combination of red, green and blue. The third one is HSL function. It is a fourth one. Fourth one is HSL function. This HSL having 4 values. HSL having, first one is hue and saturation, and next one is lightness. The H is for hue and S is for saturation and L is for lightness. It is a 3 combination. When we are using hue 0 to 360. So 0 is nothing but 0 is represent red color, and up to 120 it is a combination of red, and 120 it is a combination of green, and 240 it would be blue. Again red, green, blue only, but it is a different way we can represent RGB way. The saturation value, the percentage way we can represent, and lightness also we are representing percentage, and when we are reaching 100%, we will be get original color. The saturation is nothing but a shadow of the color, and we will be check how it will be works. So open Visual Studio Code and go live. This is our web page, right? This is our web page. The title I want to change colors. So here I want to apply style sheets, right? Style tag, like there is a body tag. I don't want to use body. This is a p tag. P tag. This is fs. So I want to write here some styles. Just observe here. Like color. So here you can represent, these are number of colors are available, like number of colors, different colors. How we can recognize these all colors? Very difficult, right? This is one color, this is a silver color, the text color is silver, right? So we can represent like a blue. So blue relevant, like black, blue, violet and brown. The text color is change, right? So with the help of color name we can write. So RGB format, actually this is a RGB format, right? So next one, hexadecimal format we want to use. Hexadecimal format. What is hexadecimal format? Hash 1 2 3 AAA. This is one color, actually we don't know, and otherwise hash FF00FF. This is one color, and all F's all F. This is one color, like A. This is one color. So in this way we will be get different color. 1 2 3 4 5 6. We will be get one color. In this way we will be find number of colors we will be get. And the next one, with the help of RGB also we will be get, like I want to use one more, H1 lorem. This is one text here, right? So I want to use H1 tag, H1 selector, and color property. So here I want to use RGB format. RGB, it is a red green blue combination. 123 comma 240 comma, right? Next one is 33. What we are getting? We are getting different color, right? Different color we are getting, different color, right? So next I want to change this RGB value. Just to observe, this RGB value will be changed, right? Different colors we are getting based on red green blue combination we will be get. How we are getting? Just your hold down your cursor, just stop at a particular point, automatically the Visual Studio Code will be gives this window with you can select your what you want, which color you want, right? All 7s, all 083. Based on this you will be get, right? RGB, right? Next one, RGB colors. Next one is HSL colors. The background color I want to use background color HSL. Hue, right? What is a hue? Suppose I am using here 45 comma 29 percentage comma next 35 percentage. We will be get one particular color here, right? We will be get one particular color. When you are changing here 145 and this is a different color, like a 245 you will be get another color, right? It is a combination 245, suppose 50, it is a one different color, right? 5, this is a one different color. So this is a one different color, and there is a is there alpha. what is happen alpha? Again you observe here H2 lower M and same colors I want to use here. Copy H2 selector, same colors. Then you observe same color, both are similar properties. But when I am using this alpha, the difference you observe, alpha and the transparency would be different, 0.2. What happens? It is a, right, this is a color, just to observe, very light color, right? And the background color is different, right? And this one also we can use 0.1. You will get very light, transparent, background color would be changed. Just observe here the text color, text alpha 0.5, text color is different, very transparent. Just observe transparency. And 1.8, there is a different, transparent 6, right? This is the difference. With the alpha and not required directly, it supports 4 values, but I is indicating there is alpha values there. The transparency is available, right? I think all are getting very clear, right? So if you have any doubt, please put a message, right? Comment. In this lecture, we are going to discuss gradient colors. With the help of gradient colors, we can apply multiple colors as a background color and foreground color of element using gradient colors, right? So there are 3 ways. We can apply gradient colors in 3 ways. One is a linear gradient and a radial gradient and conic gradient. Just to observe one example, I will show you. So how it will be visible, right? So without these gradient colors, we can apply only one color as a background, one color. So but when we are using this linear gradient, just to observe one example program. Just this is one example sample program. This is a linear program. So just you observe. So there are multiple colors are there here, multiple colors, right? So automatically it would be adjust. Automatically, right? Element background color we can set as a element background color, multiple background color, right? Here in this way, this is radial, repeating radial, right? There are 3 colors are repeating continuously, red, yellow and green, right? In this way. And this is one, this is a conic gradient. One color is a particular area and another color is another area. Just this simple example, right? 2 colors are repeatingly applied, right? With the help of gradient colors, we will be applied. So there are, first we think about linear gradients. What is a linear gradient? So we can apply, with the help of this linear gradient, we can apply multiple colors with the angle and with the side corner. So what are the side corner? Just here you observe the angle, in the sense we are giving as an angle 0 to 180 degrees. So 0 in the sense right side. Suppose this is your window, this is your element area, this is element area. 0 means you are choosing this area, this one 0 degree, right? And 180 means this is the one your degree, right? 180 means right side and left side. So just observe here, when we are using the side corner, what are the values of the side corner? The totally we are having left, right, center is right, and this is the left, right, center. And within the center, the right top, this is a right top, and this one is left top, and this one is center top, right? So and there is a one more is there, 2 shapes are there. One is a circle and one more is ellipse. With the help of these 2 shapes, we can design one different way, right? So with the help of linear gradient, we can apply multiple colors. In a color stop list, where you want to, suppose you want to stop the particular area, one color, and this is another color, this is another color. So in this way, we can set. Just observe these are, and again one more example I will show here. This is one element area, element width and height. So just so this line is nothing but gradient line. Gradient line, and it would be end point, and it would be start point. And here one thing, the practical only we would like to get this detail completely, but we never get a exact color and exact shape. It is very difficult, right? So in a real time, the companies they design their own unique background color, unique, they are mixed, right? So it is a very difficult to find. That's the reason the companies are in MNCs they are using these linear gradients. Just I want to execute this everything. First one is angle. You want to mention angle, otherwise left right, otherwise to right, and to left top, to bottom, otherwise circle, ellipse. In this way we will be get. Just I am using this syntax. I'll implement this gradient, right? Linear gradient. Just I want to open browser. So here I want to take I want to take one new example. colors1.html, shift 1, the sample code. Just I want to go live, and this is our p tag lorem. So we are getting some random text, right? This is a random text. So now I want to apply this gradient colors. For that I want to use here style attribute, style equal. So I want to use, just observe, this is one color. Here what we are placing, to right top it will be adjust the color. Suppose here we are changing the side. So suppose we are changing like left. What happened to left? The color, the first color, it will take this side, right? So otherwise I want to take here 180 degrees. What happens? It will take this one. Either I want to choose 60 degrees, then it will be treated. So based on angle, we never says exact 1 degrees. And suppose I want to use like 2 to top, and specifically I mention one particular side. You want to use any one, like a direction, otherwise side. Just to observe, 2 to bottom, then you will be get like this. To bottom you will be get. So here to bottom, and here I want to use 60 degrees. Then what we are getting? Any one only you can use, right? So bottom top to bottom. So suppose left top, left to bottom. This is a left to bottom, right? This area it will be up here. Left to top, then this area, right? And if you want to use here 50% the value, then what happens? These are 50%, it occupies 50%, right? So either here 20%, then the color would be different, right? Suppose here you want to place here 30%, then what happens? This is a 30%, 20% to and 30%, then what happens? This is a one way, right? And here you observe 30% to 75%. This is a one color. 75%. You will be get like this. And here 75% to how much you want to occupy, right? 95%. Then you will be get. In this way we can set, right? In this way we can implement this linear gradient, right? So different colors, suppose here I want to change this color, suppose this one I want to change this one like a yellow, right? Then this one color is up change, right? So here this one color you observe here, this one I want to change with a pink, then you observe like a pink color is there. So this is our choice, we can do that, we can change, update entire thing. So element background color, what happens here, element background color, it adjusts element background color only based on here the colors side, where you want to stop, where you want to exit, the begin up to 20% you apply this color. And suppose I want to place here 70%, then what happens, just observe, this is 70% takes, remaining will be considered automatically, right? We never consider that, right? So here 10, then what happens, just you observe 10%. So that is our wish. Suppose I want to add one more color here, hash this is one color, then you observe here what color, this is one different color, right? So with the help of this linear gradients we can create multiple background color, gradient background, right? With the help of gradient background color, multiple colors we can adjust and we can design as a background, right? So next one, the repeating linear gradient, very simple, repeating linear gradient, very simple. The syntax only update, just you observe here syntax update. I want to take one more paragraph tag, one more paragraph, just you observe here this is one color, and you can observe some color is repeating. Suppose I want to here add, I want to add here to left, then what happens, this way multiple colors, actually there is no color, 20% red will be occupy some color and green will be occupy some color. Suppose here I want to change red color to blue color, right? And not a blue, this one, this color I want to change, then this should be different. We can design left top, then what happens, this way we can design our own way, we can design. So based on this angle, otherwise side, you can decide. Suppose 0 degrees, what happens, this is one color. Suppose I want to use here 180, 150 degrees, these are 150 degrees. 150 degrees means these are one. Not only direct color name, we can also add one RGB way also. This is a green color is there. Just here observe, this is a way we can attach one RGB color, RGB 20%. In this way we will be get different colors, different background, right? So suppose 90 degrees I want to take here, 90 degrees, either I want to take 45 degrees, these are 45 degrees. So in this way we will be get different colors. With the help of linear gradient, what we do, we can design multiple colors as a background with our own shape, right? Next one, radial. With the help of radial gradient we can discuss, right? There is a radian gradient, we can provide the shape, particular shape we can provide, and we can provide the particular size and position, like a position in the sense the closer corner side and a closed side and a fourth side and corner side. With this one we can be design the position in the sense left, right, center, top, bottom, start, x end, horizontal start and horizontal end. In this way we will be get repeating in the sense just you can the same thing will be repeated the continuously. The same I want to execute this one. So here I want to take one more paragraph and lorem. Just observe. So now we are focusing on radial gradient. Style equaled side, right? Just you observe here. This is one color, right? One particular side, radial gradient, closed side at 60%. Suppose here I am changing the size 20. Then what happens? 20%. Remaining would be block. In a place of block, I want to change. Then this will be different color. In the place of yellow, I want to choose red. Just adding. This is the way we will be get radial background color. In the closet, suppose you want to change the position here we are not giving any position, right? Ending shape, just you observe, ending shape is eclipse. This way we will be get not only eclipse, the circle. This is also one way, right? So left, either you want to x start at the top. I want to use top. Then this is the top and start. Start is not there and it not supports. Either you want to use bottom. So here in this way we can change, right? This is a background image, the radial gradient, right? So next one, paragraph, and one more we are using. It's very simple one. So here radial gradient, just we are updating with repeating. Then what happens? Repeating gradient. I want this way, repeating. The circle is completely repeats in this way. Very difficult. We never remember this all the things, right? So just we can get this code at on Google. You can search the code gradient color and you can type, right? So we need exact color now. So that's the reason we can browse that and you will be get different ways, right? So in a real time, definitely we follow existing one, right? So not at all issue. So next one, conic. So here the next one, the conic gradient. So it is very different. So just you observe, this is a conic one, the one setting certain center point and it will be occupies. In this way we will be get. And one more paragraphs I want to take. So just you observe one more paragraph, right? This is a one color, right? So here and just so we apply style attribute. Just with the help of this we can get. So the gradient colors there is no exact way and we can never follow. We are not getting exact colors and exact symbol, not at all easy this one. But while practicing everything we will be get. But in a real time we get only in as per our company we will get one particular gradient rule and we follow that only. But with the help of this gradient syntax we can design multiple background color. Only it will be applied as an entire background, otherwise as an image, otherwise as a background color. that is our wish. So, and one more is also there, we can gradient text is also possible here, gradient text. So how we can, the same way we can write gradient text, paragraph and lorem. Just you observe, this is a lorem, and here I want to take syntax, style, just here, just we will be get, this is a different color, gradient color, the text color would be changed. This is the way we can apply multiple colors as a text also is possible, right? So thank you so much. In this way we will begin learn this gradient color. It's a very difficult, right? There is no exact color, so in this way only you will be get. Why? Because the RGB way we are getting 16 million colors, right? And based on size, based on type, it would be different representation. So this is nothing but gradient, and definitely we need to practice more and more when we are executing a project, when we are creating a project. That situation we can use 1 or 2 gradient colors only, but as per company norms only we will be go. So with the help of background image properties, we can set as a image as a background, right? We can set image as a background. First one is background image. By using this background image property, we can set the image to background. Here we are placing URL. What is a URL? We are placing a image path, exact file path, right? With the help of property, we can specify the background image of the element. With the help of this one, we can set a element, right? Suppose the paragraph is there now, so with the only we can set image for only paragraph element. Suppose the paragraph occupies this height and width, so in this area only we can set the image as a background. We can set the background image for all type of visible elements, so it is only for visible elements. Some elements are visible, hidden way is there, disable way is there. That situation the background color is also not visible. We can use this property to alternative to IMG tag. With the help of this one, there is a IMG tag. In HTML there is a image tag is there now, so we are overcome that, we are alternative way is there. With the help of this one we will be get that same result. The next one is background position. This property is used to set the position of the background image. Suppose same one, this is the image is there, so first left and right, this is the left side and this is right side. So when we are calling this one left top, this one is a left top and left bottom and left center and left bottom, and this one center top and center and center bottom. Here one right top, right center and right bottom. The total 6 ways are there, right? With the help of this one we can do that. So same left top center, the same way this one would be left top and center, left center, and it would be left bottom. The center one is left and it will be going to center and it will be going to right side, right top bottom center, based on that only. So the next one is repeatance. So in case of, if we set a background image for any element, if you want to repeat the image, means the image, suppose your element size is very big, right? It occupies some area, but your image is very less width and height. That situation you want to space only one image, otherwise you want to repeat this image again and again, horizontally or either vertically. You don't want to repeat, no issue. If you want to repeat the image continuously, you can use this background repeat option, that one. And there is multiple options are there. Repeat is, it will be repeat. No repeat is, it will be only applied, only image will be appear only one side. But X repeat, the image only repeats horizontally, and Y repeat, image only represent vertically. With the help of that, the repeat is a default for background repeat. That generally the repeat is default. If in case the element size is bigger than this image size, then automatically it is a image is repeated, right? The next one is a background size. Background size in the sense background image size we can set. Generally it would be auto, but if you want to update this, when the image is updated, when the image is repeating, that situation it would be help. Width and height would be help. The next one, background attachment. Scroll, if you want to scroll or not. This property will be useful when there is a scroll bar for the element. Suppose there is a scroll bar. If in case your element is this one, this element having scroll bar, that situation we are using. It is generally be used within the body tag. Suppose we apply background image for the body tag and it has this scroll bar. When we scroll the page, up and down, this property decides whether the background image should be scrolled along with the text. With the help of the text, it will be scrolled or not. We can decide. The scroll would be default. Scroll would be default. Fixed in the sense the image will be fixed. Even we are scrolling, that image is not moved. So that is a benefit. Next one, multiple images. If you want to apply multiple images as a background, that's very simple. With the help of this background attribute, with the help of this background attribute, we can decide how many images we want to set. First, in first place, you can place the image path, then you can decide the position. Already we know that 9 positions are available. With the help of that 9 position, you can repeat. You want to repeat that image, otherwise you want to place multiple images. It will be get, right? So next one, if you want to apply image to our border, just with the help of this URL, with the help of this URL, we can attach the PNG size image and you can set the size in the sense 30%, otherwise 20%. You can set the length and you want to repeat or no repeat. That is also possible, right? So here stretch, if you want to stretch, it will be occupy entire element, but element width and size, width and height is very low. Even also we can stretch that. It occupies entire image. So with the help of these all properties, we can create our web page with a effective way. Images are the looking attractive, right? So with the help of gradient colors and with the help of images, we can design web page with a attractive way. User can attract our web page. Just observe, with the help of these properties, we can create one program and how this property would be executed, right? So then first I want to go with open Visual Studio Code and I want to stop this and I want to take one new file, that is background. File is background.html. So these are programs. Shift 1, so it will be creates general, right? The first one, go live. So live server is there. So with the help of that, so document in the when we are changing this one B image, just observe the document name will be changed B image. So here I want to use some paragraph, lorem, 2 paragraphs are there, right? Very big paragraph. So these are size, right? So now I want to apply background image. Same I am using here style attribute. First one, background image. Then just to observe background image. So what we are placing URL. Now we need to place URL. So here we are attaching image, right? So we attach URL of the image. Already we are having image, right? Plenty images are available. First I am trying to use URL of. So what is our images? There is a folder. So suppose NTR pic. That's what happened. It occupies. So it is not fit. Actually the image size, just observe here, when I am using lorem again and again, automatically it fixes, right? Again the size. Just observe. So it will be, but I want to set the size of this image. How we can set that? With the help of that, we can set the size. So here background size, image size. We want to decide image size. How much? We want to provide width and height, right? Suppose I am placing 50%, then what happens? 50%, right? Automatically it is repeating. Actually image is repeat, defaultly it repeat, right? So if you don't want to repeat that, just you can change that background repeat. So what you want to do is here no repeat, then one image will be there. It occupies only this much, right? Suppose 100%, you want to take 100%. So it will take 100%. Either you want to take based on the size, right? Based on the size, the image would be different, right? Based on the size. It is not a fixed, right? It is not a default one. It is not a it is a fixed one, right? It is not adjust. So next one, if you want to repeat repeat only horizontally, right? Here repeat, we are not repeating that. So here we don't want this with one 50%, we are using 50%, and here repeat X, only horizontally it will be works, right? Suppose I am using here the image size 10%, only horizontally it will be replied, right? Repeat X. Suppose we are using repeat Y, what happens? Vertically the image would be repeats, horizontally and vertically. The default is repeat only, the default is repeat, right? Then what happens? Default is repeat, that is the size. Based on size the image will be multiple times, it will be repeated, right? Suppose body, entire body we want to apply, entire body. So body tag is already there, body tag style, so background image, right? Background image. So again here URL of URL is a one function. With the help of URL we can do that. Images, right? Images. So here I am using Modi. The image is multiple times repeat, right? Multiple times repeat. Just to observe, even scroll also it works. Defaultly it is a scroll. The image would be scrolled. Suppose when I want to stop this, then you will get clear idea. So image would be scrolled even. So it is a fit, right? Multiple repeat. So you don't want to repeat that background image, that, right? Next one. So you want to fix that image, right? Even scroll also it works now. So it is a fixed one, scroll. So we want to set that. Suppose I want to use this, this one. Just observe, I am repeating this. So the text color is different, right? So I want to change the image. Like with the PNG images are available, right? There is sample size /PNG, right? PNG, and I am using this one image, heart symbol, right? Suppose I am using here 6 different images, right? Background images, right? But I don't want to repeat this all images, right? Even scroll also it will be available. First of all I want to restrict the repeat. So how can I restrict the repeat? Background repeat, no repeat. I don't want to repeat this one, no repeat. What happens? One image only there, right? So when we are scrolling, it is as, right, not available, right? Image is not view. So we need to fix that image. Then you observe the background attachment fixed. Then what happened? Just you observe, the image is fixed, right? Without fix, then what happened? When we are scrolling the image, when the image size up and down, automatically it will be gone, right? Just observe, I want to change this 4. This is the image. Automatically the image is fixed. When we are controlling local, suppose normal, this scroll, what happened? Scroll, what happens? So image is only one time. When we are fixing this one, what happens? Fixed. Then the image is fixed. Even we are scrolling, the image is visible every time, right? So we even scrolling also image is fixed. We are setting a position, right? This is one of the benefit. So if you want to attach multiple images, I want to attach multiple images, then what should we do? Then with the help of background attribute we can do that. So just there is only one image actually here. So just I want to add background. So background URL of, so here PNG and 1. So next, so here we need to set position, where you want to set position. Left. and this one repeat, no repeat, no repeat. Then one time only, it is available only one time. Multiple images we want to place URL, and we need to set this size like a center and no repeat. Then what happens, just observe, two images. Suppose in the place of center I am using right, then what happens, right side one image, right? And again I want to do one, I want to insert one more image, URL of PNG and 8. Then what happened, one more image occupies cart size up. Suppose I am taking this one, center bottom, right, bottom, and no repeat. So here we can, this suppose just observe one, here there is a bottom, the two images, multiple images we can insert as a background. With the help of text style, we can represent our text in different ways. The first one is text align. The text align property is used to specify alignment of the text. We have totally 4 alignments, right, left, right, center, and justify. Left means the content is start from left side, and right in the sense the content is start from right side, and center, the entire content is placed at center, and justify in the sense the entire content start left to right properly. The default value of this text align is left side. And the next one is text decoration. In a text decoration is used to specify underline, overline, line through for the text of the selected element. So with the help of text decoration, here the text decoration line is there. What is a text decoration line? Suppose we place underline, the entire content will be placed like underline. If in case we are using overline and strike out, with the help of this one we can be provide. Not only that, we can attach. So this underline, the text decoration line is a mandatory, and if you want to place separate color, the text decoration, underline color, overline color, strike through color in a different way, you can represent red, green, blue, otherwise RGB format, HSL format, that is your wish. And text decoration style, what style you want to underline, like a dotted, otherwise solid, double, and dashed. The vary we can use like a dotted way, you want to double line and a solid line. In this way we can design, right? The next one is text transformation. With the help of this text transformation, the entire element text would be converted to uppercase and lowercase either capitalized. The default one is none, right? Default is none. The text indent. What is a indent? To apply left indentation for the first line of the paragraph. Suppose this is your element. If you start from, you want to start your paragraph from this side, you want to leave this some space, right? So this space is nothing but indent. The text indent property is used to specify left margin, left indentation. So default text is start from left side, so we are calling left indentation, and left margin we are calling like that. So we are using here positive number. It start from 0. We can specify number in pixel, otherwise percentage. How much space we want, 16 pixel or whatever it may be. In real time website, it is a rare to use the text indentation property, because in most of the real websites we don't see any indentation for the paragraphs. That is our wish. Based on the requirement only we use indentation, right? Text rarely we are using in project works. The next one is the letter spacing. Letter spacing in the sense, suppose there is a word is one word. Suppose am. So how much space you want to leave from one letter to another letter? Suppose we are using number, positive number it allows, and negative number also it allows. Positive number means the letter spacing is increased, right? A, I, A, M, this way it will be print. Otherwise negative number it prints, it is overlap. This way it will be print. So positive number in the sense increase the space, and a negative number in the sense reduce the space. The line height. What is a line height? It is used to specify the height of the line of the text. in the selected element. Just observe here, this one elements is there now. We can decide line height, how much height you want to give that. Here also you can give number, either positive number, either negative number, either percentage you can specify. And what is mean by word spacing? Word spacing, it is used to specify the space between the words in the paragraph. Suppose this is an element, there are number of words are there, number of words, right? So how much space you want to give one word to another word? With the help of word spacing, we are giving spaces. That is a word space. The next one, text shadow you want to provide. Suppose the text shadow, this is one of the animation, like a little bit animation. With the help of this one, we can provide the animation like a shadow. Horizontal shadow you required and vertical shadow. Horizontal shadow it requires means the shadow comes here, and vertical shadow means the shadow comes here, this side, vertical side. The blur, the content will be blur. And if you want to apply any color to that, you can apply you can select any shadow type, and after you can give the color name, red, green, blue. That is your wish, right? The next one is that white space. White space, in the sense, white space property is used to wrap the text in a paragraph. That is, whenever a line of paragraph is completed it indicates whether the text has to be wrapped to next line. Means very simple. This is a very paragraph. This is a paragraph. When you are entered some text, after you enter button means your content, your cursor is moved to next line. So this space is there, that space is called white space. And when we are using, the browser is allowing only single space. When you are enter the multiple content, and if you required multiple spaces here, tab space you required, that situation generally it is not allowed. The web browser ignores the tab spaces, but you require that space is you require. That situation you can use as a like a preserve tag. And there is one more is there, text decoration. Text decoration, in the sense, what is text decoration? Generally the content is start from here, right? A, B, C, this way it will be start. And if you want to write, that is a left to right. This is a generally left side start. Our content is start from left side and it will be going to right side. If you want to start your content, it start from left side and it end with right side. The Urdu content, language is start from left to right. That type of situation we are using this text decoration properties, right? So same thing we are going to execute right now. So open Visual Studio Code, fresh one, like text style dot HTML file we are creating, right? So shift 1 that automatically basic code below code. So in the title we want to change go live, then automatically it comes. What is our style? Like text style, right? Automatically the content, the title name is changed. Next, body, I want to take here paragraph lorem, the content is available here. Next one is h1 lorem, the content is the another content, right? So we need to update this with the help of text style, right? First one, we are using style tag, internal style sheets we are using here. The first one is paragraph, and here paragraph, we are using paragraph here. What is our text formatting? First one, text align, so center. What happens? The content is start from left side, right? Just observe, the content is center, entire content is placed center, right? Suppose we are using justify, what happens? The content left side and right side, clearly you observe the content is, when you observe this one and this one, the content left and right side, it is the justified one. Here the content justified one, right? But here the content is different, right? It is not justified, some space is removed, right? So when you observe this, and suppose h1 also justified, then you will be get clear idea, right? h1 text align justify. So this is the different left and right side, clearly it will be get, right? Clearly it can adjust left side to right side. The next one, text decoration. What one? Definitely we use anyone, dotted, otherwise dashed, Suppose I am using here dotted, then what happens? Dotted, and if you want to provide red color, solid, underline, you want to choose underline, red and solid. Otherwise you want to place here dotted, otherwise you want to use here dashed, and if you want to use this one, like that is our wish. The same one I am using here, text decoration, and definitely you should use underline or whatever it would be, underline, and one more value is there, overline, green, and you want to use that overline with a double, that are just you observe, this is a way, the double, it occupies. Text transform. What is a text transform? H5, the text form, this is a text form, we need to convert upper one, right? H5, we want to write text transform, capitalize, otherwise uppercase, so it will be convert, otherwise capitalize. What is capitalize? Each letter start from capital letters, every word start from capital letter, that is our wish. And next one, text indentation, just to observe, every letter start from here only, so you require some space here, right? So here you want to give some space you want to give, so that will be done, just observe, text indentation, indent, suppose I want to give 19 pixels, just output you observe 19 pixels, right? The content, suppose you want to give here 59 pixels, the content. This space, very simple, this space is nothing but left indentation. Suppose you want to give H1 also, then you will be get very clear. Text indent 75 pixels, this space, right? This space is nothing but text indent. So with the help of this we will get. So next one, letter spacing, how much space you want to provide? First one, letter spacing, how much space for each letter? Suppose I am giving 5 pixels, then what happens? Space, you observe na, space. Suppose 15 pixels, that is spacing. Suppose I am giving -15, then what happens? Overlapped, entire content is overlapped, right? Then you will get 1. So content very, suppose 1.8, adjust, right? Suppose 2 pixels, overlapped, yes or no? Overlapped. Suppose 3 pixels, again overlapped. Suppose nothing is there now, 0 pixel, default 0 pixels, then normal one. So space 0.6, what happens? The letter space completely different, based on the requirement only we use that. Native means it will be overlapped. Next one, text indent, and one more is text line height. We want to focus line height. Next one is line height. How much space you want to give, right? 12 pixels, one line to another line, 12 pixels. H1, what happened? Line height 12 pixels it takes. Suppose 120 pixel, then what happens? Pixels, this much space. 55 pixels, this is a space, 1 pixel space only. Actually there is a space is based on browser only, it will be having 1 pixels. Then what happens? Overlapped, completely overlapped, right? 18 pixels. 18 pixels. Yes, that will be overcome, right? 50 pixels, that should be different. The next one, word spacing. Word spacing, one word to another word, right? Word spacing 10 pixels, one word to another word, one word to, suppose here we are taking paragraph. Word spacing 12, not 12, 50 pixels, 50 pixels we are taking. Then this is difference, word spacing. Next one, if you want to apply shadow, text shadow. First one, here we are using 2 pixels and 5 pixels H shadow and V shadow, and blur 6 pixels, and here I am using red. Then you observe, this is a shadow. When I am increasing vertical shadow, like a 15 vertical value, the second one is vertical value, you observe the shadow comes vertically. And when I am removing this one 0 pixel, there is no blurriness. Just to observe, there is shadow will be applied very clearly, but I want to use right 1 pixels, then shadow comes. So here 4, this is a shadow, and I don't want to use this one, only vertical shadow is there. So this way we will be get right vertical shadow, right? So here the first one is horizontal shadow, second one is vertical, and third one is blurriness, and fourth one is color. And if you want to use a different color, and you will be get like this is a shadow, right? Suppose I don't want to use this vertical shadow, then what happens? Then I don't want to use this horizontal shadow, I am using 5 pixels, then horizontally it comes horizontally, right? So this will be clearly visible. Just observe, this is clearly visible, this is a shadow of the text. The next one, so again I want to use next shadow and direction. There is a direction attribute is there, direction property is there. With the help of direction property, we can represent our content. Generally this content, H5 content, just observe this H5 content, left to right is a printed, right? I want to change this one, the direction RTL, right to left, means the content is reversely comes like a Urdu. Just observe, this way it comes here, left to right, it starts left to right, completely the different, right? So that is a different. Generally we are using left to right is nothing but normally is a default one. Left to right is the default one. The next one more is also there, that is a white spacing. Here I want to, generally you observe here the first paragraph, this is the first, I don't want to first paragraph, this is the 5th paragraph. Here the last word after dollar I want to require, I required multiple spaces. I required, this is my situation, multiple spaces I required. Just observe here, it is not a possible. Browser is treated this much space, browser is treated as single space. Just only it consider very one single space it will be considered. Just observe, this is a single space, there is no right dollar, and just you observe here. Save. So it not allows, even it restricting. Visual Studio Code is also restricting these spaces, right? So it never allows. When I am trying to save this multiple spaces, automatically it adjusts. Then so it not comes. But my requirement, I want to place multiple spaces. For this I am using H5 here, white space. Here I want to use pre. Then what happens? pre, then automatically the spaces is clearly understood, right? Just observe, it comes clear. Even I am saving, it ignores, right? So pre is there, no wrap, there is a one more is there, wrap, no wrap, no wrap, then so it not comes, right? Pre wrap, suppose wrap, then what happens? Wrap text, right? That is a little bit difference is there, but browser and Visual Studio Code not allowing blank spaces, right? They are not allowed blank spaces, not allowed. But when we are using a preserve tag, like a alternative for preserve tag, preserve, then it is a possible, right? Multiple spaces and multiple enter buttons, then it is a possible. Not allowed actually, it's very difficult, right? Just this is space, but when I am saving this one, Visual Studio Code automatically adjusts. This is a problem, right?